Hi, this is Just Say It, and I'm at the Roman Theatre in Catania. This theatre was excavated after the Second World War when people started noticing, for some reason, that the apartment buildings that were built in a round shape on top of this theatre, um, were resembling the shape of a Roman theatre. And I'm sure people had just forgotten about the Roman Empire for so long, and then it didn't matter to them, but it started to matter. Um, I'd just like to say that I often think human beings are really crazy and they really spend a lot of energy, physical energy and like emotional energy, psychological energy and money and everything, life energy into building things. Why? Like build things out of stone which are like really heavy. Every stone is like really heavy, every rock is really heavy. Why pick up rocks? Why pick up rocks to build something in the first place? I just don't understand this kind of thing. I really admire, indigenous cultures like the Aboriginals in Australia and, a lot of the Plains Native Americans who didn't build anything of this sort at all, and it wasn't in their interest. And in fact, the Aboriginals in Australia still say today, the ones that are living out in the outback and don't live in houses or whatever, they're living in the desert, just as they have their generations before for thousands of years. They say they just don't want to change, the way that Mother Earth has created the planet, and why change it? Um, for them, it's like a mystery. Um, why why change the surface of the earth when it wasn't really meant to be changed in their worldview. And so I kind of have started to look into, what my values are, and I realize like I would be far too lazy to pick up a rock of any humongous size and proportion as you see these rocks here, and do any work. I think that a lot of the work here was probably paid for, and maybe people who had to do this work were slaves. I just can't imagine it being something very pleasant to do with very little machinery. So yeah, I'm just like amazed. I'm always amazed when I see a lot of these old buildings, how much effort was put into it. And I mean, even a lot of the Mayan buildings, the Mayan temples and whatnot, cities, they were built by slaves as well. And you often even had, the graves of the workers right inside the buildings, as a kind of thank you donation. I don't know. Thanks for the work that you gave me. Sort of deposit. I find it really crazy what people do. Anyway, that's it. Bye bye.